Hello, my viewers. Welcome to another episode of Flashy Moments. Yeah, for those who are new here, well, I'm called Prudence from Flashy Arts Africa. Yeah, today we are going to host some people, beautiful ladies, and they're going to talk about something we all face, like almost all of us face it. 90% of the people face it. Welcome back, and today we are going to talk about something almost all of us have gone through, and that is body shaming. Yeah, 90% of the people in the world have faced body shaming, and so today we have guests with us here. Yeah, and each of them is going to we are going to interact. We are going to talk about it and get to know everyone's experience about it. So we are going to introduce these beautiful ladies with me, starting from my right.
Oh, that's me. Hello everyone. I'm Brenda, aka, that's how they normally say it, Brenda Kyle. And I am a professional teacher. I am an actress. A video vixen, well, not that one who does that. and also, I can sing. Yes.
Well, I'm called Patience Akangwasa. I'm a professional fashion model. I'm a charity activist, and I'm a weekmaker.
Oh,
Yes. And hi, I'm Priscilla Kankunda. Professionally, I'm a nurse. I also do purchasing and marketing. Briefly, that's all.
wow. So you see, we have very powerful ladies around us. So today we are going to talk about body shaming, and this is the act of mocking someone's physical appearance. Yeah, it could be they are too tall, they are too short, they are so big, what you might call fat, what I call thick. Maybe they are so small or thin or tiny or bony, whatever you might call it. Or you even give them nicknames, fatty, small, whatever, long. Yeah, so that is what we are going to talk about today. So have you guys gone through this, like, personally? Like, to be like, I've really faced body shaming a lot.
Yeah, personally, I have an example. There is a time I posted my picture on Facebook, and then someone looked at it and was like, okay, wait, is that a stomach or is a tire? Yeah,
So
I know.
terrible.
I read the comment, and the first thought that came in my head was like, are you dumb? Because honestly, every time someone tries to body shame me, I feel pity for them, because it's more like they don't know what being. Well, I love this when they say we are created in God's image. They don't understand what it is. He is different. He is everywhere. He is, so
In every
we
shape.
are different and unique in every way that we come in. So
We come in all shapes and
Yes.
sizes.
just to appreciate, just imagine we were all tiny, or we were all chubby, or we were all, it wouldn't make sense.
So have you faced it?
Well, I have faced it since growing up. I don't know if she has faced it too as well, but when you're skinny, growing up skinny, like you can say, not like a certain point in life where you lost weight and became skinnier, like you're that skinny.
Yeah.
People think, what's wrong with her? Is she sick or something? Does she eat? Like they constantly question you about your size. Why are you skinny? I mean, me, there's a time even when some friends of mine reached a certain point of, body shaming me, they would say, she'd come at my place, I feed you for like a week. You go back when you at least
You
gain
have
weight.
some weight.
Okay, it felt like as if she thought I starved myself or I don't eat. And
Yeah, me too. I've personally faced the worst body shaming things I've gone through. There are very many, I can't tell them all. but basically I come from a family of tiny people, so they think it's something like a disease
Or a
running
curse.
through a curse. But it's natural, it's there, you're small. Yeah.
Maybe you guys
Okay,
stubborn.
so do you think?
They fast
I know,
I know we don't.
They'd be like, "Bakuli yake mere, don't you eat?"
Oh, by the way, now that you say that, I have my sister. She's bigger than you.
yeah.
So some people say, your sister
Ate everything.
Yeah, I kept eating it. So I could relate with
Really bad. So do you think this body shaming is typically bad? Like there is nothing positive out of it?
Not really. Me personally, I think for professional, for example, she's a professional model. I personally do part-time modeling, so I think it would be very nice if someone reminded you of how you're going to keep your body fit.
But
So-
no, it depends on how they're bringing out that.
how they
You know, they're not going to tell you that, oh wow, maintain that as a model, maintain. They're just going to be like, but no wonder you. But I read something, they were like, every tiny girl is a model. You know?
That's what they say.
No, really.
Yeah.
About modeling, me personally, I am a model, but well, like I have modeled different times. Well, not professionally like she has, so that's how I wouldn't say I'm a model, but I have. And one positive thing I know about body shaming, it's like it gives us who are being shamed the zeal to fight.
Exactly.
Yes,
Yes, it
Keeps you
motivates
moving.
us. It gives us, helps us to build self-esteem, because every time you get those words thrown at you,
words and-
you reach a moment and you feel like, I'm not me, you know. Then you start quaking. Then when you're in the silence after fighting, you know, like me, I reached a time, tried to cut weight, tried everything.
I know.
I am one of
I
the
feel you.
flexible people just because I did almost all exercises. And then you reach a moment and you're like, okay, you're my body.
Thank you.
I love
I
you.
love you.
I'm here for
This-
you.
this is
I'm
you.
gonna run. So you literally have to rub
Yeah,
it
we
in.
are.
You're not gonna
Yes,
extend it.
yes. So it gives you the esteem, like you will move out, people will look at you and be like, you guys, you don't know what you're dealing
I
with.
know.
Well, but you see, Brenda, you can handle all the judgmental comments that people hit at you, but there's someone that won't handle that.
Especially in schools.
Yeah.
We've had
Not even in school.
Even out of
I remember at
school,
school,
some people have.
there are some girls who used to put on two bras because they had
Because of their
bigger boobs, you know. So they wouldn't shower with other girls. They wouldn't, you know, after classes.
We are laughing
You know?
as if it's funny, but
No, I know,
it's
but
not
that
funny
is
to
what
do
is
that.
that's trend, yeah. So they wouldn't be free like you in the dormitory, and you cannot just be free. You cannot.
just move around naked. Okay, I'm not saying
Exactly.
naked, but I mean like,
But
well,
free.
I would, but I'm trying to say like, okay, free, fresh air. You're from bathing. You need to
you.
smear
They
yourself
cannot
on your
do
body.
that.
You know, feeling it.
She would go to the bathroom in a cube, like somewhere hidden. She would shower, look facing a certain direction. Then she would put on her two bras, put on a uniform, or uniforms, because when I went to schools where we used to put on uniforms. So she would put on her uniform and get out of the bathroom fully dressed because she's not comfortable. They call them names.
Oh, yeah,
that
yeah,
you know, some actually drop out of school. Some refuse to go to school. They're like, no, they're going to laugh at me. You know, there was a little boy who once told my father, he's my cousin. So he tells my dad, he's like, I don't go to school. They call me Big Daddy Fatih, you know, Big Master Vo. And so, I mean, this is a little kid. They do not know how to handle this.
Yes.
And some other kids actually commit suicide.
Oh yes.
They feel they are not handsome or beautiful, so they end up, you know, committing suicide. They're like, why am I living? You know. So I think body shaming is not really something good. It is not food for the ears and the soul.
No, it's not.
So
And it's worse, you know, when it comes from the people that are supposed to, you know, shield you. You know,
Exactly.
sometimes it comes from your family, your
Exactly.
closest friends,
And that can be
your mentors,
very
people who are supposed to keep you strong, to hold your backbone when you're fighting this, but they are the same people who will come and like, you know,
you don't look a certain way. And I keep wondering, whom do they compare people to? Because you said this one is tiny compared to who?
To who?
This one is fat compared to who? I mean, is there a standard size like?
Actually, that shows you that the body shaming is really something that people are obsessed about. Eh? I would want people to know that being fat is okay, being skinny is okay. I mean,
That
be
is
different
you.
and be beautiful.
Yeah, it
Again,
reminds me of this proverb which says, most of the times we are more interested in looking at that little dust thing or stone that is in someone's eyes
And
then
forget
forget
you.
that our eyes have been blinded already. So people think that they are perfect in particular ways, you know, and they forget that when they're looking at me as too chubby or too huge, or maybe think I'm pregnant
there's
even
someone
when
out
I'm
there
not,
looking at them in
they
a
are
different
actually,
way as well.
yes, someone else is looking at them and they're like, oh my god, you're short. Oh God, how am I going to deal with this? Like, this is too
I know.
much.
But guys, let me
And
tell you
then-
something that I realized. You see the people that body shame us, call us skinny, call us
Yeah.
fat, chubby, and all that stuff. Low key, they're dying to be just
Yeah,
how
thank
we
you.
are.
Yeah.
I know,
Oh,
right?
exactly. I was going to say,
I know, right?
make a
Because-
comment about that. Everybody who body shames you, either
Yes.
they always want to be like you or they feel they would have become better than
they
you.
can't.
Or they can't
Not.
even stand how you love yourself, despite of how you look.
You may be this
I
tiny,
love
but you're beautiful.
So how do you tell someone is body shaming you?
There's this thing where people say, okay, let me just, sorry, I'm
No,
just
it's okay,
choosing
it's
it.
okay, it's okay.
Oh, Bruna, you're fat. Oh my god. When I was joking, like, when you try to come up and be like, try to attack them and be like, no, I was joking. There's nothing like joking. And our friends have used that several times.
always, yeah.
And I want them to know that it hurts.
I know.
Because if you're my
Just
friend
have to
and you
appreciate
jokingly, if I have a big head and you say, oh, Precious has a big head, I mean, are you like serious? Like, how do you expect me
Yes,
to?
I'm a bit like,
What's
that's not
that?
your
Let's tell you that you have a big head.
I don't do that because I know. Let me tell you.
Yeah, sure.
We look at ourselves in mirrors every morning, every evening. We admire ourselves the way we are. These guys don't know what we go through to tell ourselves that we're beautiful.
Keep going.
You know, we have to sit down and tell our bodies, and I'm skinny. I know I don't have big boobs, but this is me. Can we just love each other and be the way we are?
I know I don't got nyash.
I know, like, it's a process, and these people don't know about it. And then you step out, and then you step out, and someone wants you to exactly tell you that thing that you know you don't have.
It's right to your face.
yeah.
It's really rude.
You know, sometimes I feel like recently I went to a clinic and then I met a nurse and she asked me, "Are you pregnant?" And well, the first one I just tried to be, good, and I'm like, "Oh no, I'm not." Then I met the second one. She was like, "Oh, wait, excuse me, are you pregnant?" I'm like, "Well, yes, I am pregnant,
I know.
and I have been
my
pregnant for like all my life." I normally tell my friends, I love doing these whole things of taking pics and then do like the baby bump, and then I feel like we're doing a baby shower because man, it's like amazing.
everywhere.
Yes, this is who I am. You're not gonna tell me that I should put on a particular top just because it's going to make you feel comfortable.
I know.
No.
I know.
If a tight one makes me comfortable,
That
I'm
is
going to
it.
put on that. If you feel like it's killing you, die. It's not my problem.
So
Yeah, but-
this whole body shaming thing, do you think it affects relationship or friendships?
Kinda. No,
Definitely.
it does.
It does.
People who don't really care, because some of us have gotten used to it, in that even if you really did it in front of me, I would know. I already
Yeah.
know. I wouldn't mind.
I have
But
an
for someone who
example.
hasn't accepted,
There was a time I was in a relationship with a guy, and he was like all over me. And then after we started dating, we were like, I think a week into our relationship.
Okay.
Then he started giving me these advices. We should start waking up in the morning and we do jogging. Maybe you could. And I was like, after the first time I kept quiet.
I know you're like, let me be good.
Hey,
Then
maybe what?
to save the relationship.
I know. No, I thought maybe it's trying to think that we should be healthy and exercise. And the second time, of course I did go. The second time is like, I was thinking, tomorrow I'm going to wake you up. We could jog, move. And I'm like, what is wrong with you? It's like, me, I was wondering, maybe if you jog, you could exercise and cut off weight. And I'm like, okay. So I thought when you accepted me, you were taking in the
accepted
whole of
me.
me.
The way you
So,
are.
yes. If you're not taking this packet, man,
How about the incidences whereby this
say it.
okay, this guy found you maybe at a certain size, and now you're in a different size? Because I've seen guys who cheat and give excuses of,
yeah.
oh no, she's out of shape.
Oh,
You know,
yeah.
like, don't you think now that is now some other level of body shaming? Like,
Really?
mean,
Really?
that's a level of body shaming that makes your self-confidence really go away, because if the person you love is the one telling you to change the size of your body, yet they accepted you the way you are. And besides, these things happen. We are ladies.
transform.
We grow
Yeah.
big, we grow small,
Yeah.
it's according to the weather, you know what's happening. So it's really
No,
It's more like when you're in a relationship or married to someone, and then they get an accident tomorrow, and they lose their arm, and then you're like, "Ah, you know, when I loved you, you had two arms, and now you're, you know, I don't know if I can walk.
I can't handle, I can't walk.
Yes. So it's actually I feel that is more like discrimination.
Yeah,
Well,
it is,
then,
it is.
Torture.
You guys, you've talked about the relationship part of it, where your partner or your friend or your hubby or whatever wouldn't accept you the way you are. Me, I want to talk more about friends, because my friends have made me feel like I'm the skinniest person living on earth. So me, I've faced this thing where I'm skinny and my boyfriend is also as well skinny. Yeah? And then I had my friend say, I don't know how you guys meet now. I'm like, you didn't really have to get very bad fast to that. Like, your friends trying to body shame you to that extent. I mean, that is so disrespecting
Of
you
thinking of you in another
Yeah.
picture.
Why don't you see me and see the patience that has done amazing things, you know? The patience that has been there for you, helped you, motivated you, or maybe other people. Why do you have to look at how did I
But so, what does size or
Got to do
height
with-
got to do with anything?
anything, even
Sure.
relationship.
Guys,
Anything.
I'm still imagining
No,
the
for real.
small me making love.
It's
Fun.
It would be fun, but
Yeah,
still the
funny.
small
I
you
would
would
love
actually
it.
look very funny to you too. So
No.
Listen. My friend, no. She said, I can imagine how skinny people make love. I feel like bones being cracking. You see these things that we see?
shit.
No, you see
Like-
these things that we see, and then the clips where a chick is dancing and,
and
then
then they're like
bones,
bones, yeah.
But she said it, that is immediately what came into my mind.
No.
I'm like,
So that's
oh,
what you
really?
think.
I used to speak so highly. I used to respect that person more, but she said something that was like, do you really deserve respect I give you? I was like, we're done.
No.
We're done with this
No.
whole thing.
There is a video I usually watch on people's statuses. WhatsApp. Like, it was raining and the guy was moving with the girlfriend. So like, it was a heavy downpour, and you see how that water flows causing soil erosion. So this time the erosion was with a girl. And then, like, when you have a skinny girlfriend, and I'm like, really, is it that bad? Like, the water can just
do you know how these people? Okay, we are laughing about it, but I want these people to know that it cuts
it's really hard.
It cuts deep.
Yeah,
really
There's a
hard.
time I was on set with a certain photographer along with his crew that he had. I think he had an image of a picture that he wanted as a photographer. Maybe a picture having a size model or someone with boobs that are like, I don't know, cleavage or whatever. I know because I don't have it. So I was going to go on set. We had other models, but I was next on set, and I think he saw me trying out my outfit, and I had him say, "I wish I was your pumped." You guys, I felt low,
I know.
like low.
I really know. I feel you.
And then some other chick, she was also a photographer. She's like, she's skinny. Look at her.
Too bad.
In my head, I'm like, these
Too
are
bad.
professional
I know,
people.
I know they
professional
should be.
photographers. You should be accepting me. Of all people, you should be accepting me. the way
And
I am.
understanding
Like,
it and appreciating it.
you guys, on my way back home, it kept echoing in my head. I'm like, do I look that
You felt like you should go and
Yeah. I reached home. I looked at myself in the mirror and I'm like,
What
what am I saying? Haven't lost weight or anything. You guys, for 3 weeks something was in my head.
I know.
I got to tell my boobs pumped. I'm like,
Okay guys, that was all for today. Make sure you subscribe just in case you haven't, and if you have, just invite others, just invite more people to subscribe. Yeah.
Just down
And
there.
yeah, until next time.